This is the only video you will be needing to start your journey on this sexy instrument we call the bass guitar. Well, we just call it the bass, but well, some people like to call it the bass guitar. Whatever. Right. So, what do you see in front of you? It's a four-stringed instrument, four strings, on this thing called the body of the bass, and this long black thing is called the fretboard because it has these tiny, not so tiny, but these silver linings called frets, 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 right? And these are, I forgot what they're called, tuning pegs, but you basically rotate these to change the pitch of your strings. Hear this one. This is called the E note. E. But if I change this may be a D or a D sharp, whatever. I don't have perfect pitch. Okay, it's back to E. Now, when you first start playing bass, the first thing you have to do is tune your strings up, right? So online you can find many tuners, tuning apps basically, or sometimes you can even do it on websites, but might as well just get an app. I have this app called Tuner Pitched, if you can see it right there, that orange one with the tuning fork. If I use this, I get this on my screen, right? Now what the fuck is this? Okay, let's see if I can get a bit closer. Hold on. Right. Now, if I play a note, like, what the fuck? Okay. Right. It's showing me a something. Oh my god, it's changing a lot. See, this is the problem with bass. If you don't have an amp, right? I do not have an amp connected right now. This is my wiry tiring thing. If you have if you have an amp connected, it's going to be very easy. But when you're considering the acoustic range of your instrument, it's going to be very hard to pick up the pitch of your strings, right? So what you do is intuitively just turn your tuning pegs up, like I'm doing right here, and start playing. Now, higher pitches are easier to catch for your phone or whatever device you have. You might even have bought a tuning instrument. What do you call it? It's this small, about this small, right? And you put it somewhere on your instrument, mostly this place. Like, there's a clip. There's a clip on it which you put on it like this, right? Now, how do you go about tuning this? There's a lot of tunings available for any stringed instrument, but there's a standard one for bass, which is used like in most of the songs, right? And we do that by tuning the strings to the following notes. Now, notes are like anything. This is a note. This is a note. Whatever you hear when we play something, it's called a note. Like this one is called the C note, right? This is D. This is E, F, G, whatever. We'll get to that later. But now, just tune your strings to the notes E, A, D, G. No, for me, it's showing F sharp right now. F sharp. I don't know if you can see it. F sharp, right? F sharp 1. It's showing me F sharp 1. Okay, it's dropping to D because, well, I'm getting away. So it's picking up at the frequencies. But F sharp. So I tune it up. No, down. F comes after E, right? That's D. D sharp. Okay, so it's showing me E1 right now. Wait, hold on. Let me get a bit more closer. Okay, it's showing me E1. Hope you can see it. Now, what we're gonna do is get this orange pointer onto the 0 line, like straight up above, and it will turn green. So, holy shit. That's almost it. Right? Got it green. That's E. Right? Next string. Next string is A. It's a bit off. I'll turn it up just a bit. That's a bit too much, but it's okay. Okay. D seems to be perfect. Oh, but it's not. Okay. It seems to be good. Then we have G. As you can see, we have to turn it down a bit. It needs some turning up. Right. Now we have officially tuned our bass. E, A, D, G. Right. Now I want you to learn something called music theory. Just the very basics of it. We reduce music to, well, it's mathematical terms, should I say? Let's see. Now, in music, you have to know that only 12 notes exist and they repeat one after the other. Like, let me show you right now. Let's talk about the alphabet right now because that's somehow related to music. In the alphabet, we have A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H. There's no H in music. A, B, C, D, E, F, G. Then A comes back again. It just forms a loop. Right? Look. A, B, C, D, E, F, G. You can just see it like that. A, B, C, D, E, F, G. I wrote it in a very non-linear fashion, but still. C, D, E, F, G. Now usually H comes in the alphabet, right? If you know the English alphabet at all, H comes, but there's no H in music. G comes back to A. Like in Do, Re, Mi, Fa, Sol, La, Ta, Do. Do comes back again. It's the same way. After G, A comes. But these are only 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 notes. But in music, I just said there are 12 notes, right? So what's the catch? After A comes a middle note. Let's say it's like a middleman. When you go from the note A to B, there's something called A sharp. Sharp is represented by this hashtag symbol, right? Hashtag bass. So after A comes A sharp, then comes B. But B and E, these things do not have sharps. B and E, like a honeybee, because this already has a sharp ass. It don't need no sharps. It has a sharp ass, right? So B and E, oh my god, the ink ran out of me. Oh shit. Whatever, I'll just keep teaching. So let's consider the A string, right? A. A. This is A. After A, if you like, A is the open string. Open. So I'm not holding on to anything, I'm just plucking the A string like this, right? After A comes A sharp. If I hold down this fret, the first fret, as I said, frets are these lines, and These spaces are called D. Like these are also called frets for some reason. We just hold down near the first fret, around here, right? A sharp, B. As I said, B does not have a sharp, so C, C sharp, D, D sharp, E, E does not have a sharp again, so F, F sharp, G, G sharp, and there's no H, so we round it back to A. This is A, this is A, but these are just different A's. Like if I show you in this tuner again, I hope you can see it. It says A1, right? But if I hold it right there, oh my god, how am I gonna do this? Let's see. It says A2. Can you see it? It says A2. So this is A1, this is A2, and if I go even higher than that, like here, wait, hold on. This is A2, so this is A3, right? All these are the same notes, but it's just what we call on a higher octave. We'll get to that later when we talk about scales and shit. Now, you understood the basics of this thing. E, A, D, G, those are the name of the strings, and A sharp, B, C, C sharp, D, D sharp, E, F, F sharp, G, G sharp, A, right? We'll come back to that. Now, what do bass players do in most songs, right? Let's play the bass line of Sweet Child of Mine, right? It's a song by Guns N' Roses. It goes like... Now, what is the bass line? It basically gives the whole song the background groove. Like the drums are supposed to do the chick part. It's called the snare of the drum. Let's not talk about that right now. But your bass is supposed to give what we call the rhythm of the song. Your song is basically composed, like music as a whole is composed of mainly two things. One is the rhythm, and one is the, like we can add harmony later, but it's called the melody, right? The beat and the melody, as we said. Beat or rhythm and melody. Melody is like the notes. So if I play without rhythm, but with melody, it's going to sound like... But without melody and just rhythm, it's going to be like... Like, if you just clap your hands, it's going to be just rhythm. This is rhythm, but melody is like da 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 da. Like the change in pitch in a very, what do you call it? In a way which sounds good. It's called melody, and the beat is basically like the rhythm, just across time, right? Now, where do we get like what uses this beat and beat and melody? Beat is like, okay, bro. I'm not very used to recording long videos, right? So the beat is the main thing which matters, in my opinion, and also many other great musicians like Victor Wooten. He says the beat is more important than the melody. Now, because like music as a whole, like in dance music or anything, you have to catch on to the rhythm, like even if I play just this note, this is called the D note, right? If I just keep playing this, you feel something going on, right? Even if it's just the same note. That's why, like, people, including me, like to play on the table, like, there's just something in the air. humans like rhythm for some reason, which I don't know. If we dig into first principles, then maybe it's because humans like, well, normality. Like, what can we say? Recurrence of some event. Let's not get into that. It's it's too deep. It's even not even related to music in the first place. So humans like rhythm, so we have to nail that. And rhythm can also be like written in time. These things called timestamps 4434. You don't really need that right now. And honestly, rhythm can just be felt, in my opinion. You don't need timestamps and numbers and all this shit. Rhythm is just something which you get out of your body. It's just ding, 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 ding. You just feel it, right? And melody is very important because it's something which you have to comprehend to be able to play music. Now, let's play the major scale, right? Now, what are scales? Fuck, I didn't even teach that. Now, as I said, notes are like, this is a note. This is a note. This is a note. Note is anything which you like. When string vibrate, whatever you hear, it's called note, right? Right. So you have these things called notes, and um, how can we say this? People who studied music, who tried to develop this sense of musicality out of random noises, like people who tried to make music out of these notes, they categorized some notes together and called them a scale. Like whatever notes sound good together, they called it a scale. So the most prevalent, most known scale in all of humanity is called the major scale. In Indian music, it's called the Sare Gama Pa. So it goes like, this is the E note. This is called the major scale, or again in like Indian classical music, it's just Sare Gama Pa Dha Ni Sa, right? Now, guitarists and bassists and other string instrumentalists, they remember this with the help of diagrams. Now, since my ink is running out on me, I don't think I can do you much service, but well, I am on a vow to not let these things limit my potential. Okay, let me show this to you. Right. This shape, this weird shape I just drew, it's called the major shape, the major scale. Now, in a scale, the main note which you return to is called the root note. Like whenever I play anything, like you feel some sort of tension there, and right, the tension is released. Music is all about tension and release at the end. Well, sometimes the tension is just kept in. You never get the release, but still, you get the point. Now, then you feel it. It's supposed to return to that. You just feel it in your heart somewhere, right? Right. So this note where we feel like everything is home, everything is supposed to return to this note. We call it the root note. ROOT, root note, right? Root note. Now, in the case of the major scale, I'm going to butcher this up a bit because well, it's already been 19 minutes and 30 seconds, and I don't know if I've been teaching very well. Now, we place the middle finger on the on the root note, right? And then we skip. Oh shit. Okay, we skip this, the ring finger fret. Like, oh my god, how do I explain this? Keep your ring finger aligned on this, like this, yeah. Show them the finger, and then on the next fret, keep your ring like this, middle ring, and then your pinky, and add your index, right? Now, grab those four like that. Keep your thumb in any way comfortable, as of now. Now, um, place your middle finger on the root note which you desire. This is E for me. Now, E, then we get the pinky. If we call these fingers as 1, 2, 3, 4, right? Index is 1, middle is 2, ring is 3, and this pinky is 4, right? E, E will be on the second finger of mine. E, that is F sharp, but whatever. Let's just call it 2 and 4, right? 2, 4 on any string, right? And then you go down one string, 2, 4, and then 1, 2, 4, 1, 2, 4, 2, 4, 1, 2, 4, and then 1, 3, 4, 1, 3, 4, 2, 4, 1, 2, 4, 1, 3, 4. That is the formula for getting any major scale out of any note on the fretboard. You just do this. Now, initially you're going to play something like, okay, right? It's okay, it's fine. You're just a beginner, so no need to, kill yourself for not being able to play the major scale first try. It's just been 21 minutes since you maybe picked up the bass. So, congrats for learning the major scale. I'll get back to you with a future video. This was just a demo, honestly, for me to try to speak out as much as I can. Be with you soon, and if you want to support me on my journey, follow along and watch my videos, and try to reach out to me if possible. Might be the case that, well, we become future friends. Who knows? Yeah, peace out.